Giants fans just can't withhold their excitement in watching their team compete for the first time in the NFL playoffs in 6 seasons. Their first round matchup against the Minnesota Vikings is their first step to achieving football immortality.
Feels great to be back in the playoffs. 6 years, been a long time for Giant fans, so looking forward to making a run.
I think it's actually a huge accomplishment for them. Like, first time in 6 years. I think it's a new addition of our head coach that's really, strived our excellence. So I think that's really a good accomplishment for us.
Well, I've been a Giants fan like my whole childhood, and it's been hard watching them. But now I feel like we have the key pieces we need. Daniel Jones is doing amazing. I feel like Saquon Barkley's like somewhat carrying the team on his back, but I feel like they have what they need in order to get somewhere in the playoffs.
Amazing. Personally, with the new regime, Vikash knows I wanted above 500, so to get above 8 and 8, I was just like, amazing. This is icing on the cake. Now it's we call them the Little Giants. It's a young team, so to see them in the playoffs.
This year, we started out the season hot. We were on a nice little win streak, and I think it gave us that early motivation. All right, we got a chance this year. They knew that they had a good team. The chemistry was there at the beginning, so
I'm hoping to at least go to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl.
Honestly, same. I'm just trying not to see them lose.
I was expecting another just flop of a season, but then the first few games, we were 4-0, 5-0. We had a great start, so I was going crazy. Me and my brother going crazy. Then we started losing, but once we made the playoffs, I think we could get as far as hopefully we can.
Even though we didn't have McKinney all the games, the defense still, we managed to make it close games all the time. And now here we are, and this is the year. We're going to win this year.
It's a great feeling, especially since that last playoff appearance was this time we made it. I believed in the team, but I didn't know that it was that good. But you never give up on New York, man.
I'm very excited that we're in the playoffs. New coach, so it's going good so far. I hope we get far. I know how the Giants are. They love, messing things up, but I think we honestly might get far and even win it. So
I agree. The head coach, Stable, has been awesome. The aggressive style and nature of play has been amazing, and Daniel Jones has limited the turnovers, so that's been a huge help.
If they go far in the playoffs, definitely. He's been amazing. He's been the best coach. I feel like last coach we had, he was able to go somewhere, but it just wasn't enough, and I feel like he's what we need right now.
I'm a little iffy. At the end of the day, it's still a New York team, so we like to choke a lot.
I think a lot of us fans, we have a lot of PTSD from prior regimes, and the GM shine. We know Coach Dabo, they have their resumes, so it's all right, let's see what they can do. But this is amazing. I actually see progress. You know what I mean? So it's refreshing. It's refreshing to say the least.
he's learned a lot, and I think that he's going to be a lot better moving forward.
I think after the game in London when we played Green Bay, I'm like, this team is like legit. We have like promising future ahead of us with this coaching and, you know, new GM. And it's a great feeling for all of us, me and him especially. We express our frustrations every week, like for the past few years, but this past season is nothing but positivity.
I think he's turned a corner this year, limited turnovers, and I think he'll do really well.
Daniel Jones, he's a good player. He's young and he's calm under the pressure. I respect that. You know, that's I think one of the most important things to have, you know, as a quarterback is that ability to stay calm under pressure, late game, you know, finish the job, get those long passes when they're needed, you know. But I trust Daniel Jones, and I think he just did something good right there.
Danny Dimes, that's all I gotta say for that. He's good. I think he's a little underrated. He's definitely finding his position on the field, like finding his what he wants to do and what he knows. And he's looking really good this season. I think he's gonna be really good.
He really gives me like Eli Manning vibes. Like he's just humble. He's not like, yeah, his work ethic. He shows up before practice. Like you read this all in the paper, and it's like, I bought the jersey after the first game in Tampa Bay when he showed up, and not knowing who he was is off of one game, but like it just shows promise based on this season. And he doesn't give up. He doesn't care about the media, the noise, whatever, but he's all about the team, basically.
It's his first time being in the playoffs, so I don't really know. The pressure might get to him, you know.
I mean, personally, it's like we when they drafted him, we had our suspicions. Naturally, as fans, we wanted to see what he could do. But then you understand the schemes, you understand personnel. You know, the big question is, has he ever had the legit wide receiver one to give him progress? Now, to see Dabo and Kafka do this theoretically without the superstar wideout one, it's just like there's hope now, right? So this being I guess the year that determines Jones' future with us. I mean, I really hope we stick with him. Like, he's shown us he can give us, if you give him room, you develop him properly, let's run with him. I personally, I hope we re-sign him. I hope so, but.
I think Danny Dimes still has more to prove, but he's looking really good.
He has had a pretty decent season. I mean, there's a bunch of slip-ups, but that's how it is. But I don't know. I think he can work through the pressure.
The turnovers, the defense. I feel like we need to capitalize on those situations, and we need to get more touchdowns because we can't settle for field goals. It's just not good.
I have faith in the regime and what they're going to do draft-wise. I think it's like the vote of confidence that we have in the regime, the management. Like, I think it's safe to say we're going to trust their actions going forward. I mean, cap space is going to be an issue next year, but I have faith they're going to manage it well. And considering the picks we have, I'm hoping it's a big name receiver, but we'll see what they feel we need, and I'm sure they'll manage well. I mean, it's just a refreshing feeling for like the Giants fans as a whole. Like this is the start of something big for once again.
It has a lot to do with their defense, and it has to do a lot with their head coach.
It's trust. Trust your teammates, trust your coaching. Everything's all new right now, but like next year is probably going to be a different, story. But I mean, we're going to focus on today, but same thing, like it's this great season that brought me and him together because we haven't seen each other in a while either, COVID or whatever, but it's the Giants and we've got to just trust each other, trust, just what they're doing as a team.
Devin covered Justin Jefferson. That secondary needs to step up big, and also the O-line.
Well, Saquon's always a little iffy, always injured, but, we have a recently healthy team, I like to say. Daniel Jones making a huge step up to the plate, as he should now. What is like his third or fourth season now, so I think he's getting it more advanced and more mature, so kind of understanding how the league is being played.
Biggest key is to stay consistent and make good plays. Like the coaching got to be there. I have good faith, but I think the players just got to stay focused, and even though if they go down, 2-3 touchdowns, to not give up because, we from New York, we different out here.
I think signing Daniel Jones long-term at this point makes a lot of sense. Keeping Barkley, getting another receiver or two. I think they'll have some good success.
How about look for that interior line, but mostly get fun weapons for Danny Dimes. If you got more receivers out there, it's going to be good.
I think we have a few young talents in the team. I think eventually any team has a potential. You never know how it is. It's a tough league. The league is very advanced and it's growing, and everyone's getting so good nowadays. So it's hard to predict. I don't know. I just have hope in New York because I love New York.
I think they need a couple of key pieces, but I think right now their wide receivers are good. I think they need somebody else, and just maybe somebody else on the defense.
I love my Giants, but I'm not going to be surprised if there's another just like a stick in the ground to just blow or do something ridiculous on the field. So, but I have faith. I think we can keep it up.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's been a long time coming. I'm a diehard Giant fan myself, and it's great to see all the fans come out and really support the G-Men. Well, there's so many different spots at Bourbon Street, the rooftop, the main floor, the bar, the dining room. We have projectors all over the place. So, I mean, we have some of the best food, wings, everything you can think of. It's the place to be in Bayside. Oh, they're going to always expect a good time and great people. Let's go Giants.
Thank you, Bourbon Street.
Thank you, Bourbon Street.
Thanks for having us here.
Let's go Giants.
Thank you, Bourbon Street, boys.
Here at Bourbon Street in Bayside, New York, I'm Justin Joseph from NY2C on the call.